Hello and welcome to Nikki the Analyst. Right now, I am learning everything I can about the Amazon AWS Cloud. So with that, I'm going to teach you what I'm learning as I'm learning it, just like the same way I did with Python. So today I'm going to go through the practice lab for the S3 bucket. What is an S3 bucket? I will give you the actual Amazon definition. An Amazon S3 is an object storage service that offers industry-leading scalability, data availability, and security and performance. So basically what that means is, let's say you have a picture. You have a picture that you want to upload. So you're going to upload into your bucket, and we will call the bucket Nikki the Analyst. So then your picture, will be called, let's just give it a picture of a dog. So it'll be dog.jpg. Was it JPEG? Is it? Yeah. .jpeg, because it'll be a JPEG, you upload it into the bucket. And so anytime someone wants to access this picture, they don't need to go to the actual JPEG. It will be assigned a URL. So it might be what would it be? It would be like S3 puppy, Nikki the Analyst bucket. But this will all make sense as we go through it. So this is Amazon's Cloud Quest. It's a really cool, awesome way to learn how to use different things in the Amazon Cloud or AWS Cloud, AWS. So I'm going to go through this with you guys. This is my first time actually doing this lab. So we're going to work through it together. So let's go ahead and get started. So looking at what it's asking, it's saying practice lab goals, create an S3 bucket, configure an S3 bucket, web hosting, upload files to S3 bucket. Okay, let's go. And this is my little avatar. This is as close as I get to look like me. All right, and it's telling us what things are. The eye-shaped icon is a toggle that details the practice goals and highlights the portion of the solution that is built using guided steps. Click it. All right, let's click it. Click in. Oh, there we go. And you see there are some lights right here. Great. Did you notice that only part of the diagram was highlighted? That's because that is the portion of the solution that is being built using the practice labs. All right. Let's go. This eye-shaped icon, okay, it's telling me basically the same thing. And nice, the solution only requires remaining file hosted on S3, but expected more challenging assignments as you progress. Okay, let's go. Let's go to practice. Let's go ahead and practice this bucket. All right, let's start, this lab. Okay, this is a practice section. Here you will build the first part of the solution using an AWS account that has been prepared for you. Cool. So hosting a static website on Amazon S3. Static means that it's not moving, it's staying there. So things that you will upload into an S3 bucket might be a photo, might be a video, something that's not going to change. Your video necessarily wouldn't change. You might upload a different video, but like, for example, this video itself is not going to change. I'm not going to go back and re-edit this video after I posted it. I don't know how, so that's why I won't. So, all right, next. Click Start Lab to provision your new AWS account. Let's go. All right, excellent. Preparing your AWS environment can take several minutes. So let's continue to explore the practice and DIY sections of the Solution Center. All right, let's go. The practice section contains lab steps and micro concepts on the left panel and corresponding images that display on the right panel. So step 1, review the lab objectives. In the concept field, click Start Lab to provision your environment. Then click Open AWS Console to begin. Please follow the lab instructions carefully and use the arrows below to navigate between the steps. In this lab, you will create an S3 bucket, enable static website hosting, and secure the Amazon S3 bucket using looks like I gotta scroll down. Oh, do I click next break, scroll down? Okay. Okay, it's kind of repeating itself. You will build a portion of the solution using guided steps, okay? All right, let's move the DIY section, click DIY, okay. Whenever you actually, does it let me scroll down in here so I can see these next steps? Okay, I've gotta, okay, this is a DIY section. It details what you must do to complete the remaining portion of the solution. Okay, next. The left panel describes your DIY task and how your solution is validated. DIY activities, rename index.html to waves.html HTML solution validated method. Okay, our test servers will get an HTTP GET request to the default page in your Amazon S3 bucket. You must rename the index.html to waves.html. If waves.html exists within your S3 bucket, validate will succeed. Okay. Practice section for the solution will aid in creating S3 static website. In the DIY section, you must rename index. Okay. Do I have to do that? When can I do that? Okay. After completing DIY activity, validate your solution by inputting the correct criteria. Type or paste the full Amazon S3 URL for waves.html in the field and then click validate. All right. Our servers will test your Amazon S3 URL. If validation is successful, you will receive a success message signaling that your solution is complete. Okay, all right. Let's check your AWS account in the practice section. All right, let's go see if it's done loading. Okay, our AWS account is ready. Open AWS Console. Open AWS Console will appear. Clicking Open AWS Console will open the console in a new browser tab on your device. Okay, let's see. Okay, allow pop-ups. See, do I allow pop-ups? We'll see actually what pops up. I think I allow pop-ups, I can't remember. Yes, look at me. We'll do that maybe later. So this is the AWS console. This is the actually management console. So this is where you will come when you log in to do a lot of the, different tasking you do, like check maybe where your billing is. If you went, because when you're using the AWS lab, you might set like an alarm that you don't go over maybe $10 a month and or whatnot. So you can set that up here. You can actually also go to your IAM, which is your identity access management, and set up groups, users, and all those fun requirements. That will be going through that a different time. Okay. So what is it asking me to do? Step 1. Okay. We open this up. Review the lab objectives in the concept field. Okay, we did that. Click Start Lab. We did that. Okay. Right. Okay, step 2. Click the Lab Files tab. Okay, we're gonna click. Okay, all right, we were supposed to do something in the first one. Okay, follow the lab instructions carefully. Okay, let's go to step 2. Click. Okay. We're not. Okay, click the lab files tab. Okay. Oh, this lab files tab. I get what it's saying. All right, because the practice right here looks very interesting. Okay, we got that down. All right, like I said, this is my first time going through one of these labs, so learning together. And all right, click download. Okay, we downloaded that lab file. It'll be downloaded to your local computer. Go to the next step. All right, step 3. So now it's showing us what we need to do again. Show in Finder. You will not be able to see this part because I'm only sharing this screen, but it is okay. Let me look. Let's see. All right, it does look like what it's looking like right here. Cool thing is, you get to see this. So I apologize. You don't get to see my full screen right now, but it's okay. Promise that looks like that. All right, go to the next step. All right, double click. Oh, we did that. Let's go step. Okay, we did that. Step 4, there we go. It's a little sticky. All right, now go to the ASW console tab. Then in the service search field, type S3 So we're going to go here and we're going to type S3 like it's asking us to, right? And this is what we're clicking, the S3. Let's go back. All right, let's see. So you can see what it looks like when it loads up. Please excuse me, I am very thirsty and I have a LaCroix-esque drink. It's not quite a LaCroix, it's the Target version. What's it? Good and Gather. No, Target does not sponsor these commercials. I mean, these videos, so sorry. All right. The concept, AWS Magic Console is a web interface to access and manage the broad collection of services provided by Amazon Web Services. I think I mentioned that at the beginning. Okay, let's go. Oops, I double clicked by accident. All right, step 5, click Create Bucket. And actually, so we don't have to keep going back and forth, I am going to change my screen share setup. So before I do that, let me clear off my background of my computer. Okay, so this is the fun part. I didn't realize all this was going on. So we're gonna actually change the way I'm sharing. Actually, it says I can do this. Sure too. Awesome. All right, I'm sharing 2 things right now. Hopefully on the video, it doesn't look too bad. So we can see what I'm doing here and you can follow with me here. So it's asking me to click Create Bucket. Okay, we're gonna click that. All right, click Create Bucket. All right, and then we're gonna go to next step. I like how it's actually going step by step in the process. I have created a S3 bucket before, but it's actually great that this is breaking it down. I really like this. So we're going to type the unique name of our bucket. We'll use the name that it has right there, lab unique. Oh, that's nice, but unique name 1, 2, 3. All right. And then we're going to choose our region. And it looks like it's using the East North Virginia US East 1. A lot of the times, if you look at like Cloud Guru or other places, the reason why it tells you to use the East 1, this North Virginia, is because this one has the most options when you're using things. So different options within AWS, some of them are by region. So some regions may not have certain applications that other ones do. So this region has everything. So this is why you'll normally see this used when you're doing different labs. So you can like see all the great things. I'm not sure what labs don't have what, but they don't have everything. All right. So scroll down, we're gonna go to next steps. Looks like we're gonna skip all of this. So that's great. Did it tell us to click Create Bucket? No, it did not. So we're not going to click Create Bucket until it asks us. Oh yeah, the S3 bucket name, it has to be unique. So this is a lab. This is not like a real user. If you're using your actual account, if someone's using this bucket name, you cannot use it. So it has to be unique. So like I'm Nikki the analyst. Nikki the analyst, if I want to use that, if it was available, I could. Or I might have to use Nikki the analyst 10, 12, 11, whatnot. So you have to make it unique. Little fun fact. So that means someone else might use it. Please don't use up all the Nikki the analyst buckets. Not sure if I need them quite yet. Oh, okay. So we don't actually scroll all the way down. So we're going to the next section. Object ownership. So we want ACLs enabled. And then, oh, there we go. There it goes. And then we're going to go to object writer. And it looks like we're going to scroll down a bit. Go to the next step. Okay, there we go. Block public access settings for this bucket. So it looks like we're going to uncheck this right here. And it says turning off block all public access might result in bucket and objects becoming public. So we want this to be public, you know. Has a default new buckets, access points, and objects don't allow public access. However, users can modify bucket policies, access point policies, or object permissions to allow public access. Amazon S3 block public access settings, override these policies and permissions. Okay, let's scroll down so that you can limit public access to these resources. My resume is not currently within an S3 bucket, but I have known for people to do that. That is a goal of mine. Maybe by the time I post this video, I actually put my resume in an S3 bucket. The day I do, I will gladly share that, everyone. I think that is so cool. Especially someone going into AWS Cloud. So when you're applying for roles within AWS, you can say, hey, I've actually applied something I learned here versus like maybe, showing, like maybe a GitHub or a YouTube video. They say when people look at your resumes, it looks like they say like what they only look for like 3 seconds. Well, right there, you can show that you have an Amazon bucket already created, which is awesome. Okay, so where are we at? So tags, looks like we're not doing anything in tags. We're going to enable, and we're going to choose Amazon S3 managed keys. All right, make sure, scroll down, default encryption, All right, and then it looks like we're going to create bucket. And what does it say down here in contents? By default, data is not encrypted in your Amazon S3 bucket. It is best practice to encrypt your data either on the client side or through the Amazon S3 server side encryption options. Okay, that sprite came out weird because I said it fragmented. All right, let's click create bucket. Hold on. Remember how I said it has to be a unique name? You see how it says this bucket name already somewhere exists. So let's just change it to unique Nikki. I think that should be unique. And actually, I'm going to copy that and I'm going to put it off to the side of my notes just in case I have to recall it a little bit later. That's always a good idea, especially when you're creating a bucket or anything. Put it somewhere that you can find it, because I'm not sure about you, but I'm not going to remember everything. So let's try this again. Create a bucket. Look, I created a bucket. All right, let's keep going. Step 10, click view details and go to the next step. Okay. Let's click view details. All right, you can access your bucket using the Amazon S3 console. Using the console UI, you can perform almost all bucket operations without having to write any code. That is awesome. I know how to write code, but sometimes it can be a little difficult. All right, trying to get the. All right, let's go to upload. All right. Oh, did I go too fast? Click upload. Okay, clicked upload. And we're gonna have to add files. So remember how you had at the beginning you had to download stuff. You're probably not gonna see what I'm doing because I'm not sharing that part of my screen. So I apologize, but you can see here. So what did they upload? They uploaded, actually, let me make sure I'm doing all these. Okay, we did index HTML, main.js, style.css, and target. Okay, let's open those. So it's just as typically the same way you add a file. You went to the folder and you uploaded them. That's what I did. Nothing fancy. Step 3. All right. We're going to, oh, hold on. Did I skip something? Was I supposed to click upload on last screen? Ah, yes, I was. Click upload, forgot that little step. All right, look at that. That is cool. So let's go. Okay. Review and verify that all files have been uploaded. Okay, they have. I see my files here. And then we're going to click close to the next steps. Okay. Cloud Computing Essentials. In the object section, choose index.html. So we're going to click index.html. Click the actions. Okay, we're going to click actions, drop down menu. Review the available options. You'll see different options that manage your objects, such as rename, copy, or download. Okay. And what do we? So we see move, we see rename objects. Okay, we're not clicking those, right? All right, so we're going to go to next steps. Seen that? That's what we're looking at. Okay, let's go to next steps. Okay, we're just looking around here. Okay, great. Properties. Click properties, go to next step. You can host a static website using Amazon S3 by configuring your bucket for static website hosting, setting permissions, and adding index documents. Options like redirects, logging, error documents are also available. And remember the unique name. We have it right here. That's so cool. And scroll down to static website hosting. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Static website hosting. We see it. We're going to click edit and go to the next step. All right, under static website hosting, choose enable. I'm going to choose enable. Great. Under hosting type, choose host a static website. Host a static website. It's good. And then under the index document type, we're going to put, under index document type index, index.html. Ooh, this is going to be very, lots of the same words. Okay, go to next step. Let me get a little drink. I apologize, I'm very thirsty. Okay, scroll to the bottom of the page, click Save Changes. Go to next steps. All right, we're gonna go to permissions now. Review the block public access, okay. And review the block public access bucket settings to verify block all access is off. It is off. In the bucket policy section, click edit and click edit. We're gonna go to the next step, okay. So this right here is JSON, JSON. This is a way to code what is going on, but I think here, we're not gonna be coding anything. I think we're gonna do it without coding. So I'm using the coding without manually coding it ourselves. The coding is there. We're just not trying to do it. Let's double check. Click the icon to copy your buckets, ARN. So we're gonna click, you see these two little squares? See, it's telling me it's copied. Delete the content in the policy editor section. So we're gonna copy all this. We're going to delete. Says, please ignore access denied exception error if it displays. Okay, we're ignoring that. Go to next step. Okay. Open the policy TXT file in your local computer, then review the content. Okay. Right. Let's go find that file. There we go, downloads. Okay. And when opening this, you might want to make sure you're you're probably like, well, what do I look at this in? You don't look at that in a Word document. You want to use a coding editor. So I have a Mac. So let me see if it comes up in text edit. Yeah, it does. So I'm opening it up in text edit. Another option like I have is BBE edit. I apologize for the yawn. I don't think you can open this up with PyCharm, which is what I use to code, but text edit works. And it looks like mine looks just like what it does. I mean, it looks like it here, it does here. And you know what? Let me see, what am I gonna replace your URN? I'm gonna go ahead and paste that. Okay, I think that's all good. Okay, this is the policy txt file that you downloaded in the previous step. The policy grant is S3 get object permission to any public anonymous users. Replace your bucket ARN placeholder with your bucket ARN copy earlier. Review and ensure that the ARN ends with that /*. Mine does. Okay, sorry that you can't see that, but just pretend this is mine, and I in that ARN that I copied here, pretend that you see it over here. But so, okay, so where did my text editor go? Okay, we're gonna copy all of this, copy. Copy that you all downloaded from the policy txt file and paste in the policy editor section. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and paste. There we go. And let me, just like with any other code, you want to look at your indentions and kind of see if it follows the same format, because indents matter. Okay. All right, step 23, click Save Changes, ignore the error alert. Go to the next step. Okay. No, I didn't get an error alert. That's good. Okay, we're gonna go to Properties. Scroll to the static website hosting. Okay. Okay, we're at there. And go to next step. Okay, review the settings to verify the bucket hosting is listed under hosting type. Okay, enabled bucket hosting. Ooh, and then now we have a website endpoint. Let's copy that. And actually, let's paste. All righty. One thing I failed to mention at the beginning of this, in this lab, there was the point of this lab is the story behind the lab. There was a gentleman, he has a website that he likes to update the beach wave conditions, because if people don't know the wave conditions, then they probably won't go to the beach. So they want to make sure they're at the perfect time. So this is why we're looking at beach wave conditions. Okay, go to the next steps. Congratulations, you completed the practice section. Go to DIY to complete the solution. All right, let's go. Hold on, we were supposed to rename it. We didn't rename the name of our bucket, did we? No, we did not. Okay. Yeah, we were supposed to objects. This was supposed to, oh, we can go ahead and rename it though, right? Yes. Actions, we got to rename that object. So we're gonna go ahead and rename it. It's supposed to be wave. Save changes. Okay, you know, let's just refresh this. Does anything change? Oh, wanna know why? We got to redo a couple of those things in the lab. So we have our properties. Was it in properties? We had to update the JSON. No, it was in permissions. So it was here, and we had to edit. And we're gonna go ahead and do that right here. I think we should be good. Okay. Oh, I think I broke something. Copy. Let me actually go to the actual text editor. Let me see if that makes a difference. Ah, I messed up in an earlier step. Oh no, okay, don't worry. I'm off screen doing something, it's okay. Nope. I don't know why it does that. Paste. Okay, save changes. Ooh, our policy has a, so, yep, I forgot to change it in the very beginning. Uh-oh. So we do have wave.html. Let's go back and look and practice. Okay, good. So we get here, 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 pass that up, da, da, da. We got the unique object writer, da, 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 enable, here we go, here. Okay, we did add files, main. Okay, here. Supposed to rename it. Okay, then from there, we're supposed to click properties. Okay, let's just go through this a little quickly. Okay, static, website, hosting. Click edit, okay. All right. Okay, we got enable, host static website. Ah, that's where it was. Okay. So you're supposed to save that, right? And if I'm wrong, don't worry, we'll go back. Oh, practice makes perfect. Oh, that's right, doesn't go down. Okay, so we are here. Let's try some changes. The permissions, off, bucket policy. Actually, let's just double click and see if anything changed over here. Ah, it's working again. Okay, so let's rename. Okay, how does it get our bucket name? Our test servers will send each. Okay, so our it's here. Okay. What? Am I to type the whole bucket name? That's not fun. Let's see. Lab. Unique. Mickey. 2.3.s3. Website. it correctly. .us.east dash, not dot, dash one, Amazon, AWS.com. Validate. You have HTTP. All right, lab, Nikki, Neek, 123 dot, oh, lowercase s3 website dash us dot, dash east dash one dot Amazon AWS.com. Okay, we're waiting. Yes, successful. You did it. All right. I did it. So that was my very first lab in the AWS Cloud Quest. This is awesome. I'm going to do a couple more of these, so keep coming back. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you get to do it yourself. And hopefully you notice the error as I did it, because that is really important. I talked about this in my Python videos about debugging. This is another way of debugging, of going back and walking through your steps. So it is okay. Going to learn together, and this is going to be awesome. So thank you for your time, and I shall see you soon in my next video.